Hey Bears fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Chicago Bears. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. Rumor has it that tensions within the Chicago Bears locker room might be reaching boiling point, and the latest bombshell comes straight from the mouth of running back DeAndre Swift, who reportedly said, "If KHALIL MACK comes back to the Bears, I'm leaving." Now, for anyone paying attention to the NFL landscape, this is not a small statement. Swift, who has been an emerging cornerstone for the Bears offense, has already carried the team in crucial moments, demonstrating an uncanny ability to break tackles, find running lanes that seemingly do not exist, and create big plays out of nothing. His comments, if accurate, immediately raise questions about locker room chemistry, team strategy, and the potential fallout of bringing a star defensive player like MACK back into the fold. On one hand, MACK's talent is undeniable. He's been a game-changer throughout his career, able to alter the course of games with a single sack or forced fumble. On the other hand, Swift's alleged reaction highlights a potential clash in team dynamics that could ripple throughout the organization. Fans and analysts are left wondering, is this a matter of personal tension, a clash of playing styles, or something deeper in the Bears' locker room hierarchy? Sources close to the Bears organization suggest that the reaction might not be entirely personal, but rather strategic. DeAndre Swift's role in the offense has been carefully cultivated, and any changes to the team's defensive or offensive balance could impact his touches, his opportunities, and ultimately his career trajectory. The idea of KHALIL MACK returning to Chicago carries enormous hype, of course. He's a player who could dominate games, intimidate quarterbacks, and bring the kind of leadership that shifts locker room mentality. However, the rumor swirling now suggests that Swift feels that MACK's arrival would not complement the existing team, but potentially overshadow or even limit his opportunities. Coaches, executives, and teammates have reportedly noticed the tension, but the organization has not made any official statements. Fans have taken to social media, dissecting every word, every tone, and every possible implication of Swift's alleged statement, creating a wave of speculation, memes, and hot takes that shows just how invested the public is in the Bears' internal dynamics. Whether this is a genuine warning, an offhand comment, or a tactic to influence management remains to be seen, but it is clear that the ripple effect of Swift's words could be enormous. Adding fuel to the fire, insiders hint that there may be more layers to this story than meets the eye. Swift's alleged comment does not exist in isolation. It comes at a time when the Bears' front office is juggling multiple priorities, including salary cap concerns, draft strategies, and free agency negotiations. KHALIL MACK, while a defensive powerhouse, would command a significant financial commitment, potentially limiting resources available for other acquisitions or extensions. Swift's statement could be interpreted as leverage, an attempt to assert influence over the team's decision-making process, signaling that his future is intertwined with the organization's strategic choices. Observers point out that locker room chemistry is as crucial as on-field talent, and a perceived disruption caused by MACK's return could shift the balance in subtle but significant ways. Analysts and journalists are weighing in, offering theories about whether Swift's remarks are a negotiating tactic, a genuine expression of frustration, or a calculated leak intended to gauge public reaction and pressure management. Each speculation adds layers to the rumor, making it almost impossible to separate fact from conjecture, while keeping fans on edge, eagerly following every tweet, post, and media update for new developments in this evolving story. Meanwhile, Chicago's fan base appears divided, reflecting the duality of this situation. Some fans see Swift as the future of the franchise, a young talent whose potential should be maximized without unnecessary interference from veteran acquisitions. Others argue that MACK's presence could elevate the entire defense, providing leadership and performance that could complement Swift's offensive contributions. Social media debates are fierce, with hashtags trending, fan polls emerging, and local sports radio stations dedicating hours to dissecting possible outcomes. Every scenario is being imagined, What if Mack's return causes tension? What if Swift leaves? How would the Bears' offense adapt? And could the team still compete in a division increasingly crowded with playoff contenders? The rumor has triggered a cascade of speculation, each angle explored with the enthusiasm of a high-stakes soap opera, showing how deeply intertwined player personalities, team strategy, and fan loyalty have become in the modern NFL narrative. It's the perfect storm for drama, intrigue, and the kind of tension that keeps viewers glued to screens. Adding further complexity, insiders indicate that this rumor is particularly intriguing because Swift and Mack have never publicly clashed before, and their individual careers have largely followed parallel but non-conflicting paths. Swift, primarily an offensive star, focuses on creating explosive plays, while Mack, a defensive juggernaut, has been known for his relentless pass-rushing ability and sideline leadership. Yet, in a team setting, personalities, expectations, and perceived hierarchies matter, and Swift's reported statement suggests a fear that Mack's influence could disrupt his role or overshadow his contributions. Such dynamics are not uncommon in professional sports, but rarely do they become public knowledge in such a provocative way. The timing, tone, and source of the comment have only amplified its impact, with analysts now examining prior interactions between the two players, subtle signals in interviews, and even body language during games. In this sense, the rumor has grown beyond a single statement to become a lens through which the public examines leadership, influence, and career priorities, raising questions about what it truly takes to maintain harmony while pursuing championship aspirations in one of the NFL's most competitive markets. Finally, the narrative surrounding this rumor is as much about perception as reality. The media is having a field day, dissecting every nuance, while fans construct scenarios ranging from Swift leaving to Mack refusing the return to public relations teams scrambling to control messaging. There is a palpable tension between the desire for transparency and the chaos created by leaks, with each new report generating waves of speculation, commentary, and conjecture. The stakes are high because both players are influential in different ways. Swift with his youthful explosiveness and offensive versatility, Mack with his proven defensive dominance and leadership pedigree. The Bears management now faces a challenging balancing act, attempting to navigate player relations, team performance, and public perception simultaneously. While no official decision has been announced regarding Mack's potential return or Swift's future, the rumor alone has already altered the conversation surrounding the franchise, creating a storyline that rivals any in sports drama, with fans, analysts, and insiders all caught in the whirlwind of intrigue, anticipation, and speculation about what might happen next. The potential fallout from DeAndre Swift's alleged statement about Khalil Mack's return has triggered a whirlwind of speculation not only among fans, but within the Bears organization itself, creating a high-stakes environment where every decision could have cascading consequences. Insiders suggest that the front office is carefully weighing multiple scenarios, knowing that player satisfaction, locker room cohesion, and fan perception are all on the line. If Swift were to follow through on his warning and leave, the team could lose a cornerstone of their offensive strategy, a player whose agility, vision, and versatility have transformed games and made the Bears' running game unpredictable and dangerous. Conversely, failing to bring back Mack could frustrate defensive leaders, fans longing for a return of prominence, and even players who see Mack as a mentor figure capable of elevating team performance. Analysts note that this is not merely about individual talent, but about signaling, culture, and organizational priorities, where each move is scrutinized through the lens of strategy, loyalty, and potential media backlash. The ripple effect extends beyond the field, influencing draft decisions, salary negotiations, and long-term team planning. Every insider and commentator seems to be piecing together motives, weighing whether Swift's comments are a calculated negotiation tactic, a genuine expression of frustration, or a strategic leak aimed at swaying public opinion, leaving fans in suspense. Reports indicate that Swift's statement has created a unique challenge for the coaching staff, who now must navigate a delicate balance between player management and competitive focus. On one hand, Swift is a young star whose development and confidence are integral to the team's offensive schemes, and losing him would disrupt continuity and strategy. On the other hand, MACK's potential return carries undeniable benefits, including leadership, experience, and defensive dominance that could redefine the team's identity. Sources suggest that conversations behind closed doors have been intense, with coaches emphasizing communication, expectations, and team unity while attempting to prevent the situation from escalating publicly. There is a sense that every action, comment, or hint is being monitored closely by players, media, and fans alike, amplifying the stakes. Analysts speculate about potential compromises, from restructured contracts to defined roles that minimize conflict, but no concrete resolutions have surfaced. In a league where headlines often influence negotiations, the tension has sparked a mix of anxiety and excitement, turning what might have been a routine offseason into a chessboard of strategy, psychology, and rumor management. Fans remain riveted, dissecting every report, seeking clues, and imagining the drama that could unfold in a team already under immense scrutiny in a competitive NFC North. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Adding another layer of intrigue, industry insiders suggest that Swift's comments may reflect broader concerns about the Bears' approach to team building and resource allocation. MACK's return, while appealing from a talent perspective, would represent a significant financial investment, potentially limiting the team's flexibility in other areas, including offensive line reinforcements, skill position upgrades, or even retaining future draft picks. Swift, aware of the implications for his own career trajectory and opportunities on the field, may be signaling a desire to protect his role and ensure that his contributions are not diluted by shifts in focus or strategy. This dimension turns the rumor into more than a personal disagreement. It's a glimpse into the complex interplay between talent management, salary cap realities, and competitive ambition. Analysts note that player influence in organizational decisions has grown in recent years, and Swift's statement, whether intentional or offhand, has thrust him into the center of a debate that could redefine the Bears' offseason priorities. Fans are dissecting the timing, the tone, and the subtext, creating an ongoing conversation that dominates social media, sports radio, and local news outlets, transforming what might have been a typical roster discussion into a full-blown saga of intrigue, loyalty, and professional negotiation. Meanwhile, the ripple effect of this rumor extends beyond Chicago, as rival teams in the NFC North and across the league watch closely, calculating potential advantages and preparing for unpredictable outcomes. A Swift departure or MACK return could alter the competitive landscape, affecting matchups, draft strategies, and even trade considerations for other franchises. Analysts speculate on the domino effect. If Swift leaves, which teams might pursue him aggressively, and how would that shift offensive balance elsewhere? If MACK returns, how will the Bears' defensive alignment change? And can the team reconcile internal tensions to maintain cohesion? These questions have created a media frenzy, with pundits offering theories, ranking risks, and projecting scenarios that extend far beyond the confines of Halas Hall. The rumor has essentially become a case study in how one statement can create a multi-dimensional puzzle involving player psychology, organizational strategy, and league-wide dynamics. Fans and commentators alike are drawn into the drama, debating every nuance and amplifying speculation to levels that challenge even the most seasoned insiders. It's a perfect example of how modern sports storytelling transforms locker room whispers into a full-blown narrative that captures the imagination of millions, blurring the lines between rumor and reality in ways that no franchise can ignore. Adding even more intensity, sources suggest that this situation could impact Swift's relationship with teammates and staff, regardless of whether MACK actually returns. Locker room dynamics are delicate, and the perception of potential conflict can influence trust, communication, and cohesion, affecting both practice environments and game day performance. Coaches are reportedly emphasizing professionalism and team-first messaging, But the rumor itself has created pressure points that may shape interactions for weeks or months. Analysts note that leadership in the NFL is as much about managing egos and personalities as it is about X's and O's, and this episode highlights the challenges of balancing individual ambitions with collective goals. The media coverage has amplified the drama, with narratives focusing on conflict, loyalty, and power dynamics, making it difficult for players or staff to navigate without heightened scrutiny. Fans, ever eager for insight, continue dissecting interviews, social media posts, and past interactions, seeking any hint of truth or confirmation. The stakes are not limited to immediate performance. Reputational considerations, contract negotiations, and future career paths are all intertwined, transforming what might have been an off-season decision into a complex web of intrigue, strategy, and speculation that grips the football world from Chicago to the national stage. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.